hot and dry, July is a good time for spider mites to show up in the gardens and in our landscape. They can infest a lot of different outdoor plants. When you see a plant and it looks really dull, just not a healthy green, you want to check for spider mites. The white paper test is a good way to check for spider mites. You hold white paper under the leaves of the plant and tap the leaves, and if there's spider mites on there, they'll drop down on that piece of white paper and you'll see little specks just crawling around. If you just take your hand and wipe across there, you'll get the stain. When you smash those spider mites, they'll leave marks. That's a way to check for spider mites, and in severe cases you may see webbing on the plant. But you get this stippling effect, just this real dull look. If you have a hand lens or magnifying glass, you can maybe get up close and see the spider mites. They're very small. The leaf on the left is an eggplant. You can see the webbing in the upper right, and then the lower picture is a very magnified spider mite. And in Missouri, the two-spotted spider mite, that's what this one is. You can see the two spots, is the most common. There is also a spruce spider mite that can infect some of our ornamentals like spruce, junipers, arborvitae. And again, you can do that white paper test of checking to see if they're on there. They overwinter as an adult, so they come out and start laying their eggs, and then the young hatch out. Some of the control is using water. And I guess we all like to try to that least toxic method first. So spraying them with water, not only knocking them off, cools the area around the plant. They like the humid, hot areas, so that helps with that. Insecticidal soaps can be used. Follow the label direction on that. There is horticulture oil. You do want to look at the label on that and make sure it's not going to damage the plants you want to treat. And it is a horticultural oil, not a dormant oil. Horticultural oils are highly refined, lighter oils that can coat the mite. It's eight-legged, it's not an insect, closer related to spiders, the arachnids. Neem oil is another, and there is miticides out there. So there's things we can do, but I always like to start with that least toxic and work my way up as I try to control mites. But July in Missouri is just the right environment for spider mites. This is a burning bush. Burning bush was what we saw the most spider mites on. It's usually a burning bush planted in the landscape near the foundation of a brick house. And it was a hot, dry environment, and they could get so severe it would defoliate the plant. They generally came back, but it doesn't look very good in the landscape when you have a bare plant in July. We do have an MU guide. It's called Aphid Scales and Mites of the Home Garden and Landscape Plants. So there would be more information on mites in that.